seeing the druid right-click build have a lot more success.
Yeah.
Just because you have like that defender and the bear has a lot more movement speed and a lot more damage, so
you have pseudo dispersion on your hero.
Right, yeah.
Because damage just gets
exactly. So it's like
goes to your bear instead.
You just play a carry and now you basically just have dispersion.
Yeah.
And then this thing that also is helping you in the early game, and it's much stronger now.
The CIS team I saw playing him earlier today was doing like the Deso build and stuff.
Yeah, Deso's the common one. Like you get phase boots on the bear just to run people down.
Yeah.
Just insane, the fact that bear is so good at chasing out. Increased movement speed as well. And then you get the treads on the druid, and
I mean, that was a massive buff. Lone Druid, the hero went from 320 to 340, and the bear got both his hero and bear got an extra 20 movement speed.
Yep. And the thing with movement speed that's so crazy now is that the boots now give percentage based, and if I recall correctly, the only thing in Dota other than like talents that gives you movement that gives you raw movement speed is just your base movement speed.
Yeah.
So all of the percentages in Dota are based off of that, and they
and your your agility too. You get some move speed.
Yeah, but that's also percentage.
Oh, sure.
So like for instance, Pudge, he's a terrible hero right now because he has such low movement speed, and even if you have a bunch of movement speed items, doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because his base movement speed is so low. Whereas with Lone Druid, you get you get boots, and you have like 450 movement speed, something like that.
Yeah, because like, if it was flat movement speed, Pudge gets more percent increase.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Like the way that it essentially works is like you want to have a balance of percentage and then the raw movement speed, like depending, it's a balance. Like,
I mean, I guess the logic in balancing it this way is basically this is Iceberg's way of saying if you're a slow hero, you're meant to be slow, and you can't fix that problem. That's just if you're picking Pudge, you're going to be slow all game long. You can't fix your hero's weakness by buying items to make up for it.
Yeah, and that's the crazy.
If you're a fast hero, you're always going to be fast.
Yeah, you actually can't. It's unfortunate unless you have a movement speed talent. Those are the only other things. If I recall, like I don't think like Yule's is like 6% movement speed now. Like everything's percentage.
Yeah.
Even Winlays. It's a weird little nerf to like a lot of these strength heroes. Pudge sucks, man. Come on, Ice Rogue.
I mean, there's Pudge and Nerky just get the pub treatment. They get nerfed
really
because of
they really do.
their impact on pubs, not pro Dota. Pudge was like finally getting to be in a good place where it was like viable and being picked every now and then. Ricky was just about to start, I think, maybe making an appearance in pro games, and then it gets dumpstered.
I don't know, man. That was some pitchforking by Reddit on Ricky.
This is some bold move right here. They pick 4 melee heroes into an axe.
I like the BH Lifestealer combo. Just the fact that this guy can just be running around and all of a sudden there's a Lifestealer on top of you.
The Lifestealer, how was he changed?
He does max HP instead of current HP damage with Feast.
It's less, but like it'll probably end up being less in the early game, but in the late game it's going to be a lot.
Pretty good against Lone Druid. I like it.
Yeah.
So the other thing to think about here is that the bounty hunter running around trying to take some gold from some people, you've got a couple of different heroes that are wanting to invest into big items. You got the Blink Dagger for Axe, Blink Dagger for Lion. Start stealing some of that unreliable gold, things could start to get a little bit rough for TNC if they start bleeding kills, at least.
Yeah, that is true. I do think that the DK, though, is going to allow TNC to push early into... One of the big issues against a Tinker is, like, if you can't take the Tier 1 towers, the game is monumentally harder because he will just defend them for so long that you have to commit so much to it that you'll just lose gold on the map. But with the DK and then the Lone Druid tanking the towers, too, like, they can actually push the early towers. Like I think they have group up potential, essentially.
They also have nothing to really kill the egg with. Like, Lifestealer Rage is all they have, and that's... If you place the egg away from Lifestealer, he's not going to want to run across to find the egg when none of his teammates can hit it with him. Your only range hero is a Tinker who's not hitting egg.
He's never going to hit it.
And that gives him a way to find the Tinker, too. This Phoenix can just dive over trees. When he gets that cast range talent on his dive, he's going to be able to find the Tinker. DK can, have a Blink Dagger. It's not the easiest of Tinker games.
I think they have the other answer, though, which is just to stampede away from it if they don't want to take that fight.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like in a lot of these fights, if you stampede away, though, you're just going to lose towers to the sieging that comes out of TNC. They have such good sieging. I'd be a little worried in this game if they go for the Radiance on the... Lifestealer, just because Tinker and Lifestealer will both be farming in the early game, and then the only people they have to pressure are Tusk, Centaur, and Bounty, and I don't think they can do that.
I think, Tinker's the guy who's going to be controlling the lanes, pushing out waves, and then you want your Lifestealer hunting with the Bounty.
Fighting with the Bounty,
so, like some armlet, Deso type build.
Yeah, I
would like
for him. I would like to see that. Maybe like 3 bracers,
Yeah.
We'll see.
Why not?
Bracers this game, sure. Bounty's movement speed is so nice. 319.
He is going to run into some issues trying to snipe that courier now. I don't know what the math is. Do you need 2 points in Janata now to get the courier snipe on ranged courier, I guess, or upgraded, I guess?
I think 1 is enough now because it's 80 damage.
Well, 80, which means 132.
Yeah. Melee heroes do increased damage to the courier, I'm pretty sure. 150 or maybe they took that away from the patches, who knows? It's Dota we're talking about.
Tim's trying to sneak his way through. Does he level call? No, he's Alright, Cuckoo's quicker. But Tim's is dead. Peace out.
Yeah. You're like, you got fire spirits? Sweet, we'll take this kill. Phoenix, no armor. See you later.
That's 294 gold for the bounty hunter too. He's 150 gold away from boots now.
Okay.
This guy's gonna be walking around the map at 400 movement speed. Close to that.
Stealing gold too.
Stealing gold.
That's right. Just needs to get those levels.
I like that he went invis first. I've seen so many useless pub bounty hunters go for the Janata.
Level 1 Janata.
God, it's like...
Oh, yeah, that
Sure,
just
man.
sounds painful. And how much gold are you stealing level 1? It's like not even that
it's like
much?
16 or something.
Uh-oh, they're teaming up on Tim's. He doesn't have a dive.
Oh.
He is going to get the slowdown, but it looks like they'll be able to...
Yeah, this is smart.
Away.
Yeah, we're seeing...
Oh, they're gonna try lane.
They're trialing, yeah.
I guess, what's the other lane? They have a Lone Druid? Yeah, Lone Druid.
Lone Druid will crush that.
Yeah, he'll destroy.
Run away, buddy. You're in some trouble here.
The thing is with roaming, though, is the BH gets the line to TB top, and then he just goes mid. And they play this safe lane like it's an off lane. Although it is a DK. DK is not possible at all.
He does not care. I guess the bottom lane is where problems could happen if bounty shows up, but that's a kind of long way to go. Right now, this bounty looks a bit confused and unsure what to do.
Yeah, actually, this is one of those games.
He wants his boots. He's gonna try farm this, get his boots, and then die. It's not enough gold, is it?
Can he do it?
Yeah, that's it. That did not look like enough gold.
Oh,
10
God.
seconds, then suicide.
Yes, you can do it. We believe in you.
The boat. Oh, okay, he's gonna buys the boot.
Donk.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, dying
That's
to
the
the
play.
creeps definitely wouldn't.
Doesn't have his level 2 yet, though. I feel like that's something he definitely wants to grab ASAP.
Yeah.
Really, if they make this work with this bounty hunter here, I'm gonna start to be a believer. This Ninja Boogie is taking some of the damage, snowball him in, give him the punches, and they take the kill.
Those spirits were doing work, but it's just so hard to hit all 4 of them.
Bounty is going to go bottom, so I'm not sure they'll be able to find any immediate kills, but they can definitely put some pressure on.
I don't know about this just because like he can't roam to the top lane now. I mean, I guess he can keep killing himself.
Oh, Gabby. Really pointing the roar.
It's an annoying game because the 2 lanes you can impact is top and bottom, so it makes roaming hard when you can't help, when you can't do anything mid, because you don't. If you can help all 3 lanes, then you just stop by mid, do some harass,
Yeah.
threaten a kill, and then you go to the other side lane.
Yep.
It's like a nice little pit stop on the way, but if you just have to walk from bottom to top or top to bottom, that does not feel good.
You're gonna lose the lanes in the process of walking to them. They've done the DK is a great pick if you know that there's going to be a roaming on the enemies actually.
Yeah, and that's also where the line following this bounty, like he goes top line, TP's there, he comes bottom line, follows him. You feel good about following him because you know he's not just going to roam mid and suddenly find that kill or opening.
Yeah. Look at Cuckoo here. He's perfectly fine to just farm it out, and Seal can just sort of soak up experience at this point. It looks like Lifestealer should be fine trading off farm, but it's this bounty that's just kind of left with nowhere to go.
He's doing the long walk. And this bounty, ooh, his levels look miserable.
I do feel like stacking would be okay for him to do. Probably not in his own jungle, just because there's an axe that's cutting the wave, but stacking in the off lane jungle.
Oh, like the
tri-camp, yeah. For the Tinker.
Sure. Yeah.
Because that is one thing they have going for them is that, sure, the roaming's not going well, but they do have a Tinker. Like this hero, if he can, if he can get up to the boost of travel, the game looks like a completely different game. DK's not unkillable. Wonders not like Tinker can totally snowball a game.
Still got to get there right now. Mid lane's being dominated.
Oh, he's getting destroyed.
Yeah, Is this mid matchup meant to be that one-sided?
I would say it's probably pretty DK favored, but not this much.
It's like I'm not a mid player. I would say like at best it's like 64 DK. I mean, I didn't even know if it was DK favored.
The thing about it though is like level-wise, he's not that far ahead. I guess it's like half a level. It looks like just about. Yeah. which is meaningful, but it's not as bad as it was like in the last patch at least, right? Where you would just end up being like 2 or 3 levels behind at this point, possibly.
And DK, he's on that bracer gaming. He knows what wins lanes.
That's actually one of the biggest buffs to DK is in this patch. It's just the fact that bracers are so strong.
Yeah. It was one of those heroes you kind of felt good if you could get a hood on in the past patch, but it just is such a big gold investment when you need your blink or drums or something.
And then it doesn't give you any damage, so it's like,
yeah.
Right.
But magic resistance was always that hero's problem. You had all this high armor from your passive, but
try and turn that back around with the team up. They thought maybe they could kill him off just with the punches, but another Savage Roar forcing it out.
Game's going really nicely for TNC. They have great heroes for pushing in the early game too. So this early lead will turn into a lot more.
It's effectively 3 lanes won right now.
Yeah.
Maybe not dominated though, so it's not like that, oh, you just crush 3 lanes, you win the game. It's more like, okay, slight wins in each of the 3 lanes.
Okay, well they're gonna get injured for sure. The dead man.
He must
get that goal.
Oh, they need to get him real badly. The South running outside the Savage Roar. Oh god, and they get the kill. There was a Sentry Ward just barely on the edge there. Jeez.
Are they gonna get Centaur too?
Need that entangle? Or no, he doesn't need that entangle.
Oh, he need a double
god.
Oh my god,
those lone druid buffs
was a disaster.
I mean, having movement speed and the better attack time on the bears just makes this quality of life for your laning stages drastically improved.
Oh, yeah, that hero's fun to play in the laning stage right now. You just have 2 heroes.
Red Corgi needs to be careful. They've got a dunk here available on Cuckoo. If they get him in range, this dude is dead as a doornail, I do believe, unless he can get the creep. Oh, nice. Got level 6 off of those creeps dying to the tower.
Axe still going. He's like, I got Vanguard. We got siege creep. They want to get this tower. They've got the siege creep.
Yeah, that's the issue with having no boots on Axe.
He knows
not
that
have
these
dive
are
right. Yeah, that's a heads-up play from Lifestealer.
Yeah,
really smart.
And they kill off the siege creep.
Yeah, Axe. I mean, I guess he couldn't tank tower too much longer, anyways.
You know, the great thing about Lifestealer versus Axe now is that you get the lifesteal for the damage before reductions now. So you actually lifesteal a lot from hitting him.
Oh, those shards end up helping the lone druid.
Yeah, that was not the way to play it. And now they move in with the lion as well. Looks like Seal is just dead. Most likely they might be able to find another.
This bear is fast. He's got high movement.
Oh, they
speed.
dusted him too.
Yep.
Bounty's fast though. Those early boots.
Nice stomp right there as well.
Not an excellent game when you have to stomp just the lone druid bear to survive. You know, you want to be killing people with that stomp.
Good news is lone druid, Lifesteal, sorry, gets that solo kill top and is farming pretty well here. This game maxing the feast.
Yeah, he's just farming, being greedy.
Yeah, against the Axe, who's got this very high HP pool now because of the Vanguard. This is a lot of sustain.
Oh, he's going over to contest the Axe actually.
He's just happy to right-click this Axe whenever.
Oh,
the new lifesteal is actually just so great for this matchup. It's like, look how much he's lifestealing. Normally that would do nothing.
Yeah, it's flat lifesteal since it's based on your max heal.
Oh, they're trying to bait this out though. They move in with Armel, breathe fire, maybe enough for the damage with the dunk. He just jumps inside a creep. Oh, yeah. See you later.
This lifesteal player's got some moves.
Yeah, he knows his limits with this hero for sure.
Which is impressive because it's a hero like most carry players have not been playing much of for
not at all.
over a year. Last year of Dota has not seen much lifestealer.
No.
Well, 4-4, 2,000 gold lead. It's definitely Radiant winning. How do you build a lead at this point in this game now? They just try and like dominate the map?
I think you take some of these tier 1s with DK ults. Like taking this tier 1 top could happen a bit sooner if they didn't dive earlier, but you want to like get your Phoenix level 6, give Phoenix a lane maybe so he can get his level 6 and just
he's really struggling.
Bring your DK and Axe together. Your DK and Axe are your 2 strongest heroes right now, so fight with them.
I mean, he's
pretty
hard to kill.
1730 health and what magic resistance is up to like 40% or
yeah, about 40%.
38
with 2 bracers. Only 2.
Look up here, top lane yet again. Mr. Lifestealer found the solo kill onto Cuckoo.
Maybe that percentage change is just actually so much better. Because
I mean, with the Vanguard for sure.
I would not expect a Lifestealer. I mean, I get it. That hero counters Axe, but not because you can kill Axe. It's because you can just lane against him passively, right?
Yeah.
But passively is the important word there. Like, you don't usually kill the Axe. He's very farmed on Axe, and he just solo kills.
And this lifesteal passive is going to feel amazing against these tanky heroes like DK and Axe.
Yeah.
I mean, even Phoenix, you know, strength hero gets up to some decent HP later on.
Lone Druid Bear.
Yep. Steal some gold. Oh, he wanted it.
He didn't get it.
The wind up.
He stole some gold from the DK. That's
When he
fine.
steals it, is it unreliable though?
Yes.
The stolen gold. He steals from unreliable, but it doesn't become his own unreliable.
Oh, that's a good question.
I think so. Although the thing is, track gives you reliable gold on bounty, so maybe because it's bounty hunter.
Yeah. It's like that's now my reliable gold.
That was a nice stun. That was a very nice stun.
Ninja Boogie does not get much praise for I think his individual play, but he is one of the top 5 positions.
Yeah, that was just like blind. He just knew the length on it.
On Mineski, he likes to play Lion. Like, Lion's not been a hero for, like, the past year, but he's one of the few people who would occasionally pick it up.
I love Lion now. I think Lion is so fun.
I just looked in the Lone Druid's inventory. It's just
Quad Wraith, yeah.
the power
No
treads.
surprise there.
Into well, either Deso or Maelstrom. We'll see which one he goes for.
Lifestealer Bomb, though, looking in on Ninja Boogie, steal a little bit of gold, run after him, jump out with the Lifestealer. Now they got more.
I don't know if that's okay.
Can they get a good roar off?
Well played, but Red Corgi staying on top of Gabby. They will find the kill.
Nice.
Okay, I get why they did that. They went on the line because they knew that the only way that both of them the only way that the Lone Druid survives is if the line hits a good stun. So they went for the line, preempting that they would go for the Lone Druid afterwards, knowing that he couldn't get out. That was a pretty nice call from them. Because I do think the line could have prevented the Lone Druid and just had the Lion die.
He gets a good stun into a Savage Roar, and Lone Druid, with his movement speed, can get
just
out
gets
of there.
away, and then maybe the Lion dies, but who cares?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that was.
Well, this game pulls back a bit closer after all that. Tinker, you know, this game changes with his Boots of Travel and then his Blink Dagger, so it's an early lead that can very quickly be taken away. And also with Track Might, like that's the nature of the mid game with Track. Tim's just having a rough time. This Lifesteal just seems to get the better of him.
Eggs in the tree.
I mean, they rolled over this way. They didn't follow him. But it does look like with the runaway, are they going to get out?
Lifesteal was fine. He had the armlet, so and him.
He just runs into the trees, accepts his fate.
Bounty's getting a little bit of time for himself, almost level 6.
Okay.
I think if you're TNC, even though there's a Tinker on the enemy team, you know is farming in the jungle, you still have all 3 tier 1s, and that is how you beat Tinkers. You take those tier 1s.
And you've taken 3 while losing none.
Yeah. The tier 2s are a lot easier to kill the Tinker at when he doesn't have Blink, and then you have the Tinker wards too. And then also, like, there's not as much pressure to take the tier 2s, because so much of the map opens up once you have the tier 1s, and the shrines are still available even if you take the tier 2s. So sure, they're important, but the tier 1s are really, really important, because it's so hard to get into those trees and to stop the Tinker when he's in there.
And they get so much map control from taking these tier 1s, and as they get them, they get some of these key items. The Shadow Blade on the DK comes up. There we go.
Okay, the 2-person stomp.
Lifesteal. I don't know if you want to fight this one. Lifestealer.
A little bold. They're going to get the call onto him. He is going to try and find the secondary stun now onto the Bounty Hunter. Moving into position is the Centaur Warrunner looking for the stomp. They kill off the Phoenix, just going to TP away. Okay. That works.
All right. Support for support.
Oh, wait. They got the Blink as well as the Shadow Blade.
They're just pulling them all over the place. But the damage
This is Centaur. He's pretty tanky.
He's pretty tanky. He's got Match Retaliate too.
They don't have another shards though after the fact to follow that up, and with all this track and the Tinker going to work, you need to be a little careful.
He's got Match Rockets.
You know, the thing that I'm still wondering about this though is, like you guys were talking about, pushing down the towers, what's the D push for 496 outside of Tinker? There isn't really any on their team.
Yeah, Tinker dies are pretty screwed. There's literally nothing. Husk shards. Like that's rough. And without the Blink and with the DK Shadow Blade, like Gauze was mentioning, there's actually a huge window to kill the Tinker.
Track and run away.
Especially with the map control they have.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot up to this bounty to get the vision down and find those pickoffs, but the pickoff heroes that you can get are few and far between.
Let's see some Lifestealer bounty killing this Lone Druid. He's looking spooky.
Yeah, that's it.
Tinker's in the trees, man. He's risking it all.
Move in with that bounty. I mean, he's not going to die.
This is the SCA Dota way, you know, they're going to play confident.
Yeah.
Forward. And this guy must be a big Tinker play, because they banned this here last game as well.
Yeah. A lot of the SEA teams really love the Tinker.
Yeah. It's definitely the region I would associate most with Tinker. There's like a few heroes that I think their region's really known for. Meepo, Tinker.
Oh, Tim's?
Oh my god.
8 HP.
Tim's having a really rough game.
He does have a gold talent, so he's got that going for him. Eventually he'll start getting some items. Tinker is just going to kill this guy. There's nothing that can be done about this, other than a Smoke of Deceit, which he does not have. He just stops.
Yep, well, that's a track kill, and now more coming in. Armel wants to find the initiation, but it's hard to walk uphill into this. March of the Machine's going constantly.
Two uphills. Like, that is so hard to fight into.
They're looking really good right now, this
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Vaw Tower.
I mean, how much is it also 496 looking really good and TNC kind of struggling? Because I feel like this doesn't look like is it just the draft, the patch? What's going on?
I'm sure patch and understanding of Dota has disappeared for every team on some level. Like,
yeah,
no one understands
that is.
how to play, what's good, what's the optimal way. Everyone's thrown off, and some teams are going to adjust better than others. Some people are just going to, you know, stumble into something that's better than other teams. But
I think a lot of teams will think they understand and then very quickly realize they don't in games.
Yeah.
That's always how it is with these patches.
Oh, Bounty. Are they going to move in a position? They want to try and TP in and pop some vision down, but now Ninja Boogie, just within vision himself, gets tracked.
He may have revealed that ward they had, though, there on the cliff. Is he
Cuckoo dead?
tracked on the low ground?
They're wrapping around for this, trying to find a kill. Armel moving into the south side, but they're not going to be able to keep Cuckoo alive, I think. And on the other side, Bounty sees them as they move out. Okay.
Yeah, Cuckoo actually got out in the end. Bounty is pushing the limit.
Oh my god, he's so scared!
Pushing the limit.
Oh, jeez,
The finger animation, the call. He is getting so much vision for this team.
He's doing exactly what you want a bounty hunter to do.
Can they bring down this egg, though?
Yeah, they gotta run. Yeah, stampede away and then...
But Ninja Boogie still dies to the Tinker.
I guess that was...
Oh,
everything.
they break him. They got him caught, Tim.
Oh, gets up the dive. That's... I think they kill him even if he dives away with the Tinker, but still, very impressive team fight. 496.
It really seems like they have no answer for this Tinker. The DK Shadow Blade was... They had a window, but Tinker now has a blink. So how do they get into those trees, other than the Phoenix, who's having an absolutely miserable game? There's really not much they have. Like, this guy can just be so aggressive. We've seen him be so aggressive in this game because there's really no punish, other than if they have like really good vision on him.
Well, and what's crazy is, like, how many times have Sentry Ward's been buffed too, and like you keep on seeing the Bounty get away on like nothing, you know? He's running outside of it. They've got 1,000 range now. They last 6 minutes, and even still, it's hard to keep up with this with the Lion, like just laying down Sentry Ward after Sentry Ward.
It's hard because you need the observers with the sentries. Otherwise, you have a sentry there, you need a way to actually have vision as well on top of that.
Yeah.
This might sound kind of insane, but I'm not saying that it's like a buff to Bounty that sentries are like this. But maybe it's not actually the worst thing, because this hero wants to waste people's time, right?
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing. He's wasting their time. And if they have the sentries, like, they're spending so much time chasing him around, it's almost like they're baiting themselves. Obviously, it's a nerf to Bounty, right? But it's still like, do you really care if the enemy team is placing 1,000 sentries and chasing you around for the whole game? Probably not. If you can like survive for this long.
You're setting your team up for so much success. Like, you look at the vision he's gotten down. That was something that TNC really excelled at in game number 1, where they kind of rushed in the mid game, was just that board game.
Oh, nice play there to get the blink off before the damage came in. He's getting a lot of vision for the Tinker, but he will eventually die. And with the egg down, it's TNC's Roche.
It's a bit unfortunate for Dyer that there was a DD rune. That's just not possible without the DD.
Oh, Snowball saving a life for a moment. And it looks like Bounty's down, just like last game.
The chain feed.
So the 496 special.
At least your Tinker survived, you know?
Yeah.
Not going to lose any towers.
it's hard because you've had this great sequence of like kill after kill. I think if you're 496 and you feel like you should contest that Roshan, but sometimes you just gotta let go.
Yeah.
It's all, you got Tinker, your lineup scales well. There's no must contest Roshan criteria for you guys to stay in this game.
It's definitely one of those games where it's like, guys, why are we not fighting Roche? They are weaker than us. But then you fight Roche and you just can't.
And it's purely because of the vision. Like you look at that Radiant Observer Sentry vision around Roche, your bounty can't go in. Your Centaur has a blink, but he just gets insta hex. He doesn't even get a stun off. He blinks in with Stampede and he does nothing.
Yep.
And Tinker has to position very carefully around the pit because
there's all of the vision they could just get. If the Tinker gets caught out, they're just done.
Yeah, with that Radiant vision, he's probably going to get found, and Phoenix will just dive on top of him and drop an egg. And, you know, an Axe will blink call or DK will Shadow Blade stun.
Oh, that's vision right on top of him again, and
he's may have gone out of range of that sentry. Okay, they got dust.
They got the call. Jump forward though. The hook stomp onto 2, catching him both out with the Lifesteal as well. But these heroes have so much HP. Armel down to about a quarter, and it looks like with the Tinker moving in, they're going to be able to finish him off. Tim's still trying to do damage from the high ground, but he doesn't have Supernova for a couple more seconds. Feared and taunted. They're being pulled all around the map, and with that track bonus damage, they might be able to find the kill here on the Cuckoo, slowing him down, doing whatever they possibly can, but they aren't going to be able to find the kill until they move in finally with the Centaur. And that's 2 big track kills.
Oh, mid lane Tinker. What's he up to?
Finding more? They're able to burn.
Got the Aegis, yeah. May pay for it with his life.
Get the root, get the kill.
Okay, a bit too aggressive, but that's the way these teams sometimes.
He's done so many plays like that earlier and not been punished for it that it's like finally time.
And he did burn through the Aegis at least too. It's something.
A pretty fresh Aegis, so it is something. And this Radiant team feels like more like the mid-game timing draft where they want to get this early Aegis, take some early objectives. I have more doubts about their lineup's ability to scale this game.
Yeah.
How well they can deal with Tinker.
Yeah, they have like their primary damage is going to come from the Lone Druid, and the Tinker Laser is going to pretty effectively deal with his damage.
Same time, I don't think Lifesteal's going to have a great time as this game goes late as well.
That's true. That is true.
Don't get the bonus movement speed from track anymore for himself. It's only for the bounty now.
I guess he's got the vehicle, so he can do damage with the Centaur blink stun, and then after that he's going to get kited. He's going to struggle. But
I almost feel like a Radiance. Well, I don't know if he'll go for a Radiance, but I like this. I like the Heaven's Halberd because, like, number one, it's an anti-kite item because it gives you status resistance now. But I just like the fact that he's tanking up and he's gonna potentially like get kited around these fights and just let the Tinker do damage. If he's just in the fights being a bodyguard, the Tinker's gonna be able to get a lot of damage off. Like, just make himself harder to kill.
He kind of knows his purpose, that he can go damage items, but it's going to make himself more susceptible to dying, and he's not enabling his Tinker.
Yeah, do you really need damage if you have Tinker? It's like if you have a Zeus. Do you really need damage? Nah, not really.
Same idea as last game on the Void. He didn't build damage. He went this Axe at BKB Axe, and he knew his Skywrath Mage and his Mid Invoker were going to do the damage in these team fights.
Yeah.
God, it's freaking rockets with track going, and you can't even see when you get tracked.
It's so strong. It's such a strong combo.
I mean, hypothetically, you could say, all right, you see that the buff gets applied there, but if you're focusing on something else on the map for a moment, you might not realize you're tracked until like a second later or something. And
yeah.
And you also don't know where he tracked from. Maybe he did it really close, and if you dust, you'll get him, but maybe he's super far away, and you'll clip him with a dust, but you won't catch him.
It just makes him the perfect baiting hero, which is exactly what Bounty wants to do, because you get tracked, you dust, you waste the dust, and then you're just...
That's the worst feeling, dusting a Bounty, and you're not in range to stun him.
It's like a mental thing more than anything. Yeah. It's like, this guy, he's so annoying. We can never smoke because he's always there. We can't dust him. Like,
you can see here, though, TNC playing a very similar game to last time. It's Tim's bottom lane holding onto this tower while the rest of them play topside and sort of keep their eyes on the Roche pit. Or it was Wyvern, now it's Phoenix. Looks like they want to try and find tier 1 tower finish, which they should be able to do.
I like that they're trading this with the Lone Druid and the DK already set up. If they defend this tower, it just dies anyway. Like, they can passively keep the lane out like this, but committing to a full team fight here is just going to result in probably like a wash team fight, and then the tower's going to die anyway. So, oh, they get a kill too.
My goodness. And they're going to try and see if they can get one on the return. And BKB comes out.
That's a win in itself. There's this threat of this Tinker teeping in, so he kind of has to just BKB there to be safe.
What item Tinker's going for next?
He had Ags queued up, but he hadn't bought it. He had like 2k gold. Yeah, he's not spent any.
Ags is definitely the play with the bounty tracks. So he can have 4 tracks out at once very easily. Very good against like the lone druid DK too. You can get a laser on 2 of them or the bear.
Yeah, it does feel like a game where he needs more damage and like maybe a Dagon eventually. Yeah, because he is all their damage. That's the one thing where talk about the lifestealer enabling the Tinker, knowing his role. I still like last game. He was enabling an Invoker and a Sky. This game, the 4 position is like a Tusk.
Yeah.
Like these supports, Tusk Bounty, 0 damage. Centaur, no damage. It really is just Tinker. So I think Dagon becomes... Oh, I don't know. That's like the... I would rate that below Dagon and below the Ag Scepter.
I would agree with that. I think, but...
Found themselves one.
It is a Centaur. I don't think you care that much. Like Roche isn't up.
You need to control that badly. Like your lone druids.
I don't think you need it that badly, but I get why.
Whoa! Big on the play. And needing to get out of there.
Can't laser.
I think he just outrun it.
He's got
a juke.
blink in 3 seconds.
He could try and rearm and get out of there after. Oh, nice play, but it's not going to be enough. He just TP's out. Oh, he gets him!
Should have gone for the blink before the TP.
Yeah, he should have.
Gabby, the player. Cuckoo cleans up.
Hard to know exactly. You think you're out, and then suddenly Hex there.
That's upsetting always.
Hex onto one.
Now Tinker dead. They can definitely fight this.
Could be trouble.
Yeah, the siege creep. It's getting his way out of there.
He can't rage TP.
Oh, he's so dead.
A bear, yeah.
Oh. Is he dead?
Entangle? Oh, Entangle what?
He's actually
evasion.
He's actually perfectly fine.
Oh.
That Heaven's Halberd.
Yeah, that helped.
His evasion talent is at level 20, right? On the Lifestealer?
It's like 20% too, right? Yes,
yeah.
A lot of evasion.
So he's going to have a lot of evasion.
Right, Lone Drill will probably have to get an MKB at some point.
Yeah, especially with the Tinker Laser too.
But you're kind of going for this like right-click build for him, right? So you're not going to be able to entangle it. I mean, on his main hero, so you're not going to be able to entangle there.
That's true.
No, but at least you can just right-click through his evasion and bring him down, hopefully.
Magic damage too against like a lot of armor.
Huh.
So interesting. We're still seeing like the bracers, but more and more of these like other items is their second or third big one.
You know what I've seen people doing? I've seen people going bracers and then just like 3 Heaven's Halberds, because Heaven's Halberds are also extremely cost efficient now.
And that item was already, I think, super underrated for its value.
For sure,
like,
for sure.
Wasn't that
the amount of strength and survivability you got from it was crazy.
Yeah, so was it like 25 damage, 20 strength or something like that, and now you get status resistance too, and
oh, nice snowball snave, and the Tinker is still going to be dealing the damage out, although Armel is set up in position to try and take this fight if they want to get him. Group together, Seal, does he have another shard to try and block his way out of there? Doesn't look like it.
TNC's 5-man is pretty potent right now. You can't really fight into that. You need to just keep bounty on the outskirts, spamming those tracks while Tinker chips away at them. You can fight like once you get a couple of people down to like half health, or you initiate on a Phoenix, take away the egg, but
yeah, like you want to play the chase game. You want to kill them when they're running away from you.
Yeah.
It is a bit concerning, just the fact that they have like no team fight whatsoever other than Centaur against this heavy push lineup.
And just this lack of damage. I mean, we're going to see TNC just go straight to the high ground.
None. Not a whole lot of mana right now on this Tinker. They're going to get the Marksman machines out. That forces them back. It's tower down to about quarter HP.
And some of the downsides to this 496 draft right now.
I guess that's the problem with picking Tusk Bounty. These heroes don't really do anything at this point other than provide utility, but where's the damage? Where's the lockdown come from? You can't have Tinker do everything.
I think this game kind of highlights how this new Bounty Janata is not as, amazing as it maybe sounds. How much Janata gold has he stolen in this game? Probably.
Well, he kept it at level 1 the entire time, so
I think that's definitely the build.
Yeah.
Taking such little damage on Axe, they just have so much regen.
50% magic resist. What are we at? Even on the Lion, right? Like, currently sitting at 36 too.
Yeah. And then the Tranquil
he's got 2 more braces now.
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
Yes. This is Dota 1 once again. Everyone just massing braces. Back then it was just bracelets. Now there's, you know, some variety. There's some Wraith bands.
Get some adult talismans.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe some Saunches here and there.
Jumps in, calls, hits him. In some trouble.
I mean, they've invested big in this vision game on TNC's side, and it's starting to pay off.
The thing with killing the bounty though is like with the new experience calculation, you don't actually get that much for killing him in terms of levels. Before you would get a lot more. It's not all that much. It's just a percentage of his HP or experience.
This is not your base, guys, but there's a fight going on elsewhere, which is why they feel they can do this.
Okay, they're able to find the kill there on the Phoenix. Everybody's running back home, and it looks like they'll get out. So,
good lord.
Is Center gonna? Yeah, get out. Yeah, okay. I guess they just knew they were too committed to the top side of the map.
That feels bad if you've gotten killed this many times in the game and you're not even safe under your tier 4s. Like, there's only one tier 2 tower taken.
They must have just had really good awareness of TNC's TP cooldowns and their position on the map. Because that was, like, Center diving tier 4s. Even Tinker is blinking into the enemy high ground. That was kind of crazy.
The Hex is being shown, although Armel, he's got his eyes on the prize, only wants one man.
And Tinker's at Tinker could be dead here.
Can he get out of there in time? Almost uphill miss. They get the Crimson Guard out, walking away. He's taking a lot of damage and is going to be able to escape.
RNGesus.
That uphill miss is so sad. How many opportunities do you have to get a Tinker in a game?
Are they really going back in again? Tinker's here?
Back.
Oh, jeez. All right, chase down. This is when things go terribly, terribly awry.
This is the Cuckoo Show, guys. It's there's always that mid-game stage where he does something that's a bit questionable.
Goddamn offlaners, man.
Yeah. SEA offlaners, you know. Ice does it. Cuckoo's embodies that spirit too of being a bit throwy at times. Ooh.
Forever.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the Hex is paying off. It's pretty cool.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The mana cost on this Hex though is so much now.
Yeah.
A lot of people said that this got changed just to nerf Tinker, but in the patch that it got changed, Tinker wasn't even picked that much in competitive. It was like a last pick.
But people were complaining about him still.
People were complaining about
the same thing as Pups,
on Reddit. You know? Yeah, but it's like
nerf Tinker. It's like this anti-fun hero where if you're a support playing against a Tinker, it does not feel good.
Yeah, I get it. I get it, but it's like the Hex. The Dagon is the anti-fun build.
Do you think they overcommitted to all this magic resistance? They've got like double pipe. Oh no, Armel. He's caught. There's nowhere left to go. He's going to try and BKB, see if he can get out of there. They're going to be able to Hex another one and find a kill on a Ninja Boogie. And now, chasing forward for more. Poor old Lone Druid tries to get the Hurricane Pike walk away. Looks like he will escape as the bear also able to walk out of there.
And DK gets the BKB TP home, but as a result, they know they can just walk past him and kill his entire team.
Yeah.
Is he going to cancel the TP and be stuck there? No. I mean, he's home, right? He's effectively home.
Oh, Lifesteal gets his level 20 talent, so even more evasion now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is...
Goddamn. The saving grace, though, is it doesn't just stack like 40% evasion. It's 20% of 80%, which I'm not going to do that now.
You know what, I will. It's 39%. Pull in, snowball save. Okay, he's fine and dandy, although Centaur might not be so lucky. Oh, he eats the cheese as he heads out of there. A big impale onto 2 with the Supernova back behind him. This might finally be the fight that they were looking for, although still, the Centaur, rather tanky, eventually killed, and Tinker not able to deal enough damage when all is said and done.
TNC still have these very tanky front line that can sustain themselves for an entire Tinker team fight.
The thing is, with the additional mana cost on the Hex too, he's not able to Hex them enough to bring their HP to 0 with the magic resistant HP that they have.
This is where I think we just kind of favor the Ags or Dagon type builds.
Yeah. Just like kite out the BKBs instead of trying to disable through them.
It feels like they're more built around trying to find those solo pickoffs, and that's not what TNC are giving them.
Buyback?
Pretty big here. They can get this kill. Stampede chase down for Cuckoo, bringing him down to very low HP, and they get the kill godlike for Red Corgi.
It's track kills too.
And Armel tracked yet again, chased down. Can they get him down? The right click's coming from the Tinker. Get over here. Needs another punch. There's the Hex. There's the finish.
Notice buying time for some more Janata gold still.
Yeah, there you go.
Like the, LC's like, oh wait, I've got Jewel in 10 seconds. Bounty's like, no, don't kill him yet, guys. I'm gonna Janata him.
But he's still 14 gold. Let's go.
Speaking of which, do we have any Finger of Death? He's got 4 Finger of Death kills.
That's all right.
So it's what, 50, 200 extra damage?
Yeah. You can actually, like, if you steal kills with the Impale, it works too. It's just last hits on heroes, which is a silly mechanic, but
Last hits with spells or
with anything.
like a right-click last hit?
Yeah, you just need to get the kill. It's just kills.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw it, I was thinking, okay, that's got to be just finger kills, right? Finger buffs finger.
He's only got 3 kills this game. How's he got 4 stacks?
Well, he's dead. That's not great.
That's a good question.
And now he's dead again. And now Tinker has well and truly shown up. They're going to walk forward, maybe kill off the egg. Sort of.
Kuki not having buyback after that. These last 2 fights have been really costly.
Yeah, it's the buyback on the line too.
And Dire have known this. He's just like, okay, no Axe. Let's just keep diving. Although Axe is back now. You gotta be careful. This is where TNC turn it around.
Look for that opening, the call, able to connect, bring down 1.
Maybe that's how they kill an Aegis.
Oh yeah, that's
Maybe that counts.
Great impale on the blink end, and then also the respawn. Although Stampede trying to get out of there. Can he escape? He's trying to run. Needs to step inside of a friend. Let me inside of you. They're not doing it. He jumps inside at the end with the snowball to walk away. Can they get out?
God, dude, that pickup line never works for me. Worked for him.
God damn it, Jenkins. All right, well, Tinker gets away yet again.
Costly. The hold is definitely costly.
No, it's still got ourselves a game here. This one, I'm feeling. I mean, last game wasn't one side. Last game was very close, but it still felt like the 496 had the better draft. It was favored to win. This game doesn't feel like there's a clear, obvious draft advantage.
Yeah, I agree. I think one fight that TNC wins will just result in a lot of towers if they can kill Tinker. Tinker is really like the name of this game for both teams. Keep the Tinker alive, kill the Tinker. That's all they have to worry about. That's why he's an anti-fun hero, because in every game that there's a Tinker, the whole game is about him. It's just he's this big narcissist that makes everything all about him.
Unbelievable.
Invokers, Tinkers,
Little heroes, Meepos,
anti-mages. What's wrong with these people?
I like that hero. That one's fun.
Anti-mage?
Where is he? Where's the counter spell? Everybody's been talking about it.
I've seen a few anti-mage picks. It's definitely happening on this patch right now. Like the Chinese games I've watched the last few days, I've seen maybe 1 or 2 anti-mages a day.
Peace out. Oh no! Snowball save, but for how long? Hex comes out, trying to run, get to the track, able to escape for a moment, but eventually going to die. And meanwhile, Tinker just laying out the damage with the Supernova is going to deal it out to them. Can Red Corgi do enough with the Tinker in hand? Doesn't look like it's quite going to be there.
They're buying back. They want to fight this.
That's 105 seconds on Centaur.
Yeah, I don't think you can fight this because Tinker Zoom, your Centaur's dead. Lifesteal has already used the Infest, so you're kind of forced to reset anyways, which is where double buyback I think was a bit ambitious.
They're investing a lot in this game into like saving the bounty hunter every time he gets picked off. I don't think you care if he gets picked off. You're kind of happy about that.
He's not a core. He's not gonna live. Like if that's a hero with like a blink dagger that can maybe after the snowball blink out of something, maybe different story.
Doesn't even matter if he lives either. Not doing much in these. He's tracking people.
The Tusk's life is way more important. He
for sure. He can
save people.
He can save the Tinker. He can cancel BKB TP. He can save the Nags, who can get the Rage off if that's something he can get off.
Well, they find themselves a couple. This was the buyback again on the Tusk, trying to escape. But it doesn't look like it's quite going to happen unless they're able to deal enough with this Tinker. But still, the Bear is on top of the Walrus, and they manage to bring him down. 3 dead, no buyback right here, and they bring down a 4th. Lifestealer does have it, but it's only him and the Tinker.
What a throw that fight was.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Support's kind of getting picked off, and Bounty's kind of trying to do his role just to be the, investigating hero, roaming the map, getting tracks down, but the other 3 heroes getting caught. Bounty's meant to prevent that from happening. Like a Bounty dying to get that vision and get some wards down or get some tracks off.
You know where they are.
Yeah, and he dies and gets caught so the rest of the team can live, but that was the double whammy.
And I think part of it is, again, Armel just like making sure he doesn't go on that first target with the Shadow Blade that they see. They're going out on that secondary one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the few heroes called a bounty while everyone else went for this tusk.
That's actually a really hard thing to do too in these games. Like it's so tempting to just go on, like you see a pickoff, and you know how important pickoffs are in a game like this.
Oh, waits on the call. And that's another supernova out there. They just don't have enough. Need to run away Stampede, but they're already in their own base. And Corgi, he dies. Ends up going down to Cuckoo. Does not have buyback, and they catch the Tinker as well. TNC doing it. The Ravage comes out onto 3 heroes. Snowball can't long gonna really save him though. They're gonna be able to find the blink away. Okay, that's pretty decent. Although everybody's still so survivable and gonna be able to go for the walk away.
I think TNC, if you just get out, you're happy. You force the Tinker buyback, so
that's pretty good too though. Now he's got the Aghanim Scepter. Starting to deal a lot out with the full combination of the laser refraction. But again, out of mana.
They can get out without losing these cores. They're in great shape.
Yeah, they're really happy with that. I get why they stay, because then they know the Naix is dead with that buyback, but you know, the Tinker is still such a problem.
They lost, yeah, all their big tools to catch and go on Tinker. Like their BKBs are down, their Phoenix is dead, so they don't have that dive egg.
Right. The egg's been a real problem in these fights too. You can see like they consider killing it, but then just realize they have no heroes to kill the egg, and they just run away. But then, because they had that little moment of indecision, the Lifestealer actually gets picked by the very edge of the egg radius.
And the Axe waits till the Lifestealer even rages before he goes for that call too.
Yeah.
It's like he knows by the time that call's worn off, they can actually disable. They then end up hexing the Lifestealer. They have to Stampede to try and save him. He still gets caught on the edge of the Supernova stun.
Yeah. The whole fight becomes just about saving the Lifestealer.
Yeah. Even if he does live there, it's still just not going to win you the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
The fight's already lost.
Because you use so much to try to save that guy.
Oh, good Force Staff. Now they found themselves the Bounty Hunter yet again. Are they going to really commit to try and save this guy another time?
They've learned their lesson.
All right.
Gabby hurts. What items does Lone Druid have right now?
He's a big boy.
Daedalus?
Mjolnir, I mean.
He's a big boy. He's going to have a Monkey King bar soon, so the Lifestealer actually has to be very, very careful.
Is under attack.
And you effectively, with the new Defender, like your hero with this range build, because you're normally going to go on the hero, not the bear. You just get bonus health by having your bear there to take damage.
Just have dispersion, man.
It's what, like, it's 30% damage goes to your bear or something? It's something pretty high.
20?
As long as he's within range, at least. 30.
30%.
And then he has the lifesteal too, basically a satanic.
Right.
Yeah, so your bear, it's not just 30% of that 3k HP pool, your bear's healing from the...
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
bear heals, but not your hero, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's like...
Oh no, your hero heals too.
Oh,
from
okay.
both. You both heal from both. It's shared lifesteal. It's crazy. It's like the Meepo one also, every time a Meepo hits, it heals all of them.
Yeah.
They've done so many shared lifesteal mechanics in this
When I first saw that, I thought it meant like you stole health points from like your max HP, so every punch would bring them down to like 1400.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on?
The heroes would not be okay.
It's still not that okay.
It's pretty not okay. Yeah, it's pretty not okay.
Lone Druid sounds like one of the potentially broken heroes of this patch.
I think so. I think a lot of people are realizing that.
It still like feels like, you know, too early to sometimes make those bold claims.
Yeah.
But
All right, this is a 41% status resistance DK. I don't think you're doing it to him this time around. The chase forward, Stampede. What are they going to do? Supernova down, another Ravage coming out, connects onto both, and meanwhile, with that Lotus Orb out, it's just going to be a tracked up Bounty Hunter. Can they really do what they need to? A Hex out onto this Phoenix. If they can find that one kill, maybe you could find some solace there. Missiles continue to be expended around the area. Tusk is living through it all. Tinker out of mana, out of life, and 496 out of time as they are all dropping by the wayside, and another one dies. Godlike Gabby.
they got the Lotus track kill.
Oh,
The
sick.
tracked up bounty.
They're rich. That's reliable gold. You know? It's good.
Jeez.
Why back on the Phoenix? They're just looking to end here. If they can get on if they could jump the Tinker, it's just
Even if they can, I think this is Megas.
yeah.
Tinker can't get close enough to really truly defend this.
Yeah, it's so dangerous.
At least they'll get some melee racks out of it.
God, he's 25 on the Druid now, so he has the BKB.
Oh, right. Good old Battlecry Grant spell immunity. Yep. Couple strength heroes just beaten on your front door. There really is not a great answer.
You know, Tinker has no buyback. think the rest of the team's like, guys, we don't have to kill this Tinker. If he's in Fountain, we don't have to kill it. We kill Rax.
Yeah,
if he comes to defend, yeah, okay, we just...
I get it. They're just looking to distract while...
Yeah.
But,
no, it's not even, like...
It might actually result in them not being able to... They're not going to get the set of Rax.
Savage Roar.
The line is coming back in.
They may re-engage here.
Okay, Chase. Moving forward with the Tusk. Hit the stun on the 2.
Oh my god.
No egg. Yeah. He's dived.
Right.
That's like the second time I've seen him dive into a snowball.
That's a dieback for him. Can they get anything else here?
Yeah, they should. Another track kill.
All right. Buildings are in trouble.
They hold. Bottom lane, they end up losing the range racks, which is not too big a deal, but 2 lanes of racks is still pretty hard to come back for their draft. They can definitely hold, but can they win?
Even with the Tinker, you just BKB and you kill the buildings now. Yeah. But with a lone Druid, I mean, he has a built-in BKB of the Battle Cry, and then the BKB on the DK, and against no fort, they just get megas.
This is still good news, though. They deny, though, a Roche or TNC could have been like an easy way for them to get megas and the game.
Yeah, for sure.
You now get to stall even longer, theoretically.
All right. Bounty,
instant buyback.
This is he's definitely contesting this.
Yeah,
it's
there's
Cuckoo.
no way
There's no way Cuckoo does not try to make a play on it. Come on. Maybe it's too late. His blink's on cooldown. His blink was on cooldown, so
Okay.
Man.
perhaps good news for TNC that didn't have his blink up.
So Refresher Shard on the Centaur.
All right. Doesn't have the Ags. So it's not as spooky, but
Yeah, there's no better carrier.
yeah.
7
The
finger
double
of death
snowball.
kills.
So what's his total?
350 plus, what is that? So
1,025.
yeah,
1,375.
not bad.
You can one hit the bounty hunter maybe. Let's see. What's the BH's HP? No, he can't.
No, he
That's a
can't.
lot of HP.
There's so many HP items and magic resist stuff going on. Yeah.
He's living through this first initial jump, and Gabby, his BKB is about to wear off here with the Battle Cry, trying to get the Savage Roar, not quite there. Hex out as well. They got him caught, they got him killed, dead for 100. They found another. Axe also dead.
He does not
Your
have
boy
buyback.
Cuckoo.
Oh man.
This is actually a like they can win relatively. I don't want to say easily, but because
There's a path to winning.
Have you got the Dota Plus? What's the win probability?
It's pretty bad, but it went down.
Oh, I mean, it was up at like 95-ish, it looks like. The fact they're down 4 racks and it's 80-ish. It's doable.
And the thing is, too, like in this situation, you might test to see if they have those buybacks. And
Oh, yeah. If you force a buyback and just kill them again in this team fight.
It's just over.
yeah,
Give her a go. Come on. Snake's running down the mid lane. Tinker's there too.
You gotta go for it. Like, at least bare minimum force. Your win condition is forcing buybacks and team wiping them, like, back-to-back times.
This is like one of the best opportunities I think we'll get. So.
You don't have to win the game here, but even just getting a 2-3 tower to take shrines, forcing one buyback, you've created a win condition now. Kill the lone druid again. This is, you know, how you can take this game.
He felt very fast too. He's actually very killable with these heroes right now.
Solar Crest out, Hex onto 1, the BKB is there, another big Impale coming out to fear. They couldn't get the snowball save. It's only the Aegis though, they need to stick around here. There's the Stampede to try and turn it. Stun though for the duration. Can they do it in time? The Supernova is out and it doesn't look like they are going to be able to bring it down. Okay, Phoenix dead for 92. Can 496 do this? They're isolated another one. Ninja Boogie, he's been tracked. They're able to find themselves another kill. 496 striding forward. Gabby is all alone.
Was Tinker there? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he needs to go back home.
If Tinker had more money, he could have maybe dived for the DK.
Sheep stick change, man. It really hurts for mana.
Yeah. This Tinker is just always catching this Phoenix when he dives in with Hex.
Yeah.
Like that egg came late and was in a poor position because of the Hex and the control coming out.
There's the Dagon. Yeah, I think they've done a good job recognizing how crucial the Phoenix is for these team fights. It's like the only
They
thing.
caught Cuckoo again. He doesn't have buyback if they're able to get him. They're controlling him. The Lawrence punch comes out yet again, but the Hex out there. Onto that Tusk. The call, it's only onto 1, and this is not a good enough target. Tinker is still doing the damage. He's dead for 120 seconds.
Oh my God.
And with the Dagon, TNC are crumbling over and over again.
Has fallen.
496 also playing great Dota. It's a treat to watch. They're just not afraid to lose. They're like, we're down 4 racks. We're versing one of the best teams in Southeast Asia, the best team based on the major results.
Oh, they need creeps though.
We're not afraid of these guys. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a Gregory was pretty far away too. That'll buy TNC a lot of time.
They have their Phoenix, but I mean, Lone Druid is all of their damage at this point.
Yeah. What's Tinker doing? Oh,
He's getting the creep
He's
slot.
pushing. He's doing
He's doing what he can.
He's doing the garbage collection. Making sure these lanes are pushed out.
They're pulling the top wave as well, so they need to get both of these lanes of racks.
They're gonna go for Megas here, I imagine.
Okay, stun out already. Armel, they're tracked, but also is the Bounty Hunter. They're already brought down to about half HP. Need to find this initiation. This Tinker is starting to deal with the damage, but he's hexed as well. Need to run away. They got him caught. That's going to be a dead Ninja Boogie. He does not have buybacks. That is 3 dead, 90 seconds on the sidelines. Cuckoo trying to do what he can. He's been able to catch the call onto both, but now down to about half HP. Can they kill him off in time? Out of mana right now. This Tinker need to run. He's using the last of his mana. The right click coming forward onto the axe, and he beat his ass. Beautiful.
He got the last hit too.
Axe is, they're going for tier 4s. Axe has buyback though.
Got it, Cuckoo. Gotta chuck that buyback out and hope for the best.
I mean, this is their moment right now. Armel is up at full HP and this Lifestealer isolated. Need to get out of there. Can they save his life? He still doesn't matter. They're going to jump inside. He's able to cut away from him. He doesn't hit the call. He doesn't hit the dunk. Armel controlled. They're going to be able to kill him off most likely as well. Trying to run back to the fountain. The status resistance keeping him alive there. And they're able to call him back into the fountain. 496. That is not your base. You just lost the bounty. But only tier 4 left remaining. And that might actually save the day.
They held.
Cuckoo giveth, Cuckoo taketh away.
Dude, this new feast against Axe is amazing.
It's so strong.
When DK goes in, if that was the old feast, I think Lifestealer just dies there when Axe went call.
For sure, yeah. He's screwed.
He just kept Lifestealing through the Axe call.
Yeah, and I think even like Crimson Guard, none of that matters. It's purely, you know, what you get, what damage you did, period. So that's legit. Also from the other spell, which I'm forgetting what it's called.
The Open Wounds?
Open Wounds.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost Bounty and Centaur, and I mean, there's no buybacks right now on Radiant, though.
They could have maybe won the game there if they didn't get so close to the fountain, but they just smelled victory, and they're like, if we get these kills, they know they didn't have buybacks on Axe.
That is what got them to that point, is making dives like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I get why they...
It didn't even look that bad at the time, like they with how close they were to getting some of those kills. And
yeah, just
they know Tinker's always coming back in.
Yeah, just that call into the fountain was so nice, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
2 people.
Well, Shrine's gonna be finished off here. For a minute and a half away from Road.
Bold from TNC moving this far out of the map without buybacks down.
Yeah. Once again, it's so easy to secure these high grounds. I think you feel relatively safe if you're standing up there with your team, especially with the shrine being taken. DK's got some serious damage right now too. Actually, I think he probably went for the gold talent. Oh no, he didn't. He's just rich.
Yeah, he's just got some money.
Nice.
He's very, very tanky with that.
Yeah. Lone finally got the MKB too.
And they have the DD down there.
He has no items at all in that spirit pair. Literally
not
zero.
even a pair of boots.
Nope, nothing at all. That's a hero that's going to get some items. This game goes ultra late.
Yeah.
That bear will be a hero.
The old, Lone Druid scales so well ultra late game because he gets 12 slotted.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on that concept.
Instantly dies.
That was one of those ones every time casters ever like, God,
just get this
12 slotted.
Get a blade mail on the bear.
It is better with the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
You could also go aura items on the bear too.
Yeah, just have lights. Yeah, it is extra item slots. I think now with the changes, the Link and the Lifesteal, it is more applicable because the bear doesn't just...
Oh yeah, your main hero actually gets benefits from having that bear be strong. Yeah.
Oh, they're walking out. This is bold. Right on top of a sentry. They hit the stun. The Stampede trying to save his life. Yule Scepter lifting him up. Hex. This is pretty far out there to try and save your bounty, and he's just going to die nonetheless. Does have buyback. They're going to use it right now. The Centaur's in the middle of all of TNC, just creating a barrier, and the Supernova down. That's Centaur dead, so buyback forced and nothing gained.
Yeah, they struggle to fight around the egg. A lot of those fights are having successes when they could get this Hex on the Phoenix dive, which I feel like is something that players are starting to really learn and become like a common thing to see against Phoenix now.
Well, keeping the Hex back.
Magic community. They want this Rex.
No stuns hit as of yet. They're keeping that wave
That
alive.
bear melted.
Oh yeah.
That
Like
was-
4 shots.
But they got the range racks.
Yep.
Now a secondary hex out.
Megan. I think Dire just need to fight. There's no way to go in.
DK call. They got the Lifestealer caught and killed. Buyback's going to come out in just a second. Tusk trying to walk away for the moment. They're trying to keep this melee barracks alive to the best of their abilities. But still, the Spirit Link keeping that bear alive and trying to chase it down. They're able to get the fear. It's done. Mega creeps, but can they get out with the rest of them? Jump forward, call, they've caught the Tinker. Where's the follow-up? They don't have it. There's going to be the appeal out. Catches the Tinker, finds the kill, immediate buyback. Can they take them down a second time, though, as TNC trying to escape the base? Their lives intact. Seal almost dead and almost gone, but not quite yet. Cuckoo down to about a quarter HP himself. Their snowball saving back to the creeps. Nicely done by 496, but the dunk, the double dunk, not quite there. He's able to stay alive, and they kill off Cuckoo. No buyback for him, but no buyback for the Tinker, and this should well and truly be it.
Oh, they were so close. They were so close. Tier 4s and 3s. They could have got Mega Creeps.
Yeah.
Instead, they went for the throne, which, like...
It's so devastating to lose that.
I know,
I don't
it's-
mean to be